Have you ever wondered how people who do the seemingly impossible get it done? How do they take an idea that everybody else has poo pooed, thrown away, said can't be done? How do they think in order to create the impossible? I'm going to show you today. And I'm going to show you using the space shuttle launch today, the space flight that Richard Branson took for Virgin Atlantic. Okay. This fascinates me. I love the idea of looking at people who are doing exceptional things in the world and showing others how those people think so that they can create what they think is impossible right now. And what you see behind me is the model. And my coach has, broken these down step by step. And I'm going to do the same thing for you so that you can see how it is we can create something from nothing. So let's start with a circumstance. It could be anything. So in the space context, what we're looking at is the space flight. And what someone like Richard Branson is thinking is it can be done. It can be done. That's it. That is the thought that he's having. Yes, he has a lot of other thoughts, right? But that is the main driving force behind his thought about flying into space. The feeling that's created by a thought that's as powerful as this one is certainty. When you feel certain, that feeling is going to influence all of your actions, and that is going to create the result of it being done. So for Richard Branson, his thought about the space flight was it can be done. He felt certain about that. And the actions that he took that were influenced by that certainty were trial and error. There was lots of test pilots out there. One of them lost his life. Like he had the certainty that it could be done, so he kept going. He had more thoughts like it can be done. I will figure it out. It is going to happen. I can figure this out. I can get people who are interested in this. People are interested in this. All of that. If people want to see this happen, I'm doing this. It's happening, right? All of those are new thoughts that were generated just by this one that it can be done. It can be done. And when we are taking those powerful actions from our thoughts and our feelings, we create the result that it's done. So how does this translate if you're a lawyer? If you're looking at any circumstance, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a hearing. It could be a relationship with opposing counsel. It could be building your legal practice. It could be anything, managing your calendar. I want you to understand that the thoughts that you're having now, if you're feeling overwhelm or anything but certainty that it can be done, are not helpful thoughts. What I want to offer to you is that your thoughts are creating feelings that are generating actions that are continuing to reinforce what you think about your circumstance. Because anytime we get a result, it's always going to reinforce our thought. I want you to see this because if you're not getting the results that you want, it's because of a thought. It's not because of the actions and the inactions that you're taking. We think that, well, if I do this, if I do something else here, that's going to change everything. It's going to change how I feel. It's going to change what I think. No, we got to start with the foundation, and the foundation is our thoughts. Richard Branson didn't start with it's already done. Like it wasn't already done. He had to have thoughts about the space shuttle. He had to think it can be done. It can be done. I can figure this out. I can figure out my calendar. I can build my business. I know this can be done. And you may not feel certain about it at first. You may just start with like, okay, it's possible, right? You might have the thought, it's possible, right? But it's closer to certainty. And that is going to generate better actions than you're taking right now. And you're going to get better results. And the more you practice the thoughts, the more certain you're going to become, the better actions you're going to take. And then the results that you're going to get are going to be better and better and better. So if this thought work that we just did is something that you're curious about, that you've kind of been like following along and you know that there is something to this, I want to invite you to learn more about how your brain works. I want to invite you to my podcast. It's called Be a Better Lawyer Podcast. And there I break down concepts just like this one, where you can start improving your practice, whether it is you're building a practice or whether you just want to feel better about the practice you're currently in, you want to cut the overwhelm, you want to have better relationships with the people around you. I want you to listen in because it is going to help you start to shift your mindset so that you get better results. So go to anywhere you listen to podcasts, go to Be a Better Lawyer, or you can go to dinacataldo.com and you can listen to the podcast there. What I want you to take from this is that you can change. Okay? If you are feeling overwhelmed right now, stressed right now, it doesn't have to be that way. I want you to know that there is help, that you can figure this out, and that it can be done.